Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. So today I got a reaction video to Stranger Than Heaven, the new big trailer that came out for this game, and in the past, few days, I have seen so many comments on both my live streams and videos asking me to react to this. I don't react to a lot of stuff, but I will react to this. I'm a little familiar with this game. I know that this game is in the same universe as the Yakuza series. I know that it's a prequel to the entire Yakuza series. It shows basically how the Tojo clan was formed. And a lot of people are saying that this is probably going to be one of the best, crime games of all time. Might even be the best crime storyline of all time. So in terms of story, this game might be the best one. So we're going to react to it, let you guys know what I think of it. I might get a copyright claim from this because I know that there's going to be music that's going to be playing in this. But anyways, let's watch this.
東上界それが俺たちの国だ
東上界ほいじゃあいよいよ兄貴組立ち上げるんじゃの
やっちゃろうや兄貴なら絶対にてっぺん取れますけ
ありがとうなけどそういうんじゃねえんだ
は
俺たちみてえなヤクザもん帰る場所のない連中が生きていけるそんな場所があったらいいって思わねえかねえだろそんなのだから作るんだよ俺たち自身で
That right there, that's the Japan you've been dreaming of.
Yeah, that's Snoop Dogg. They got an impressive cast for this game.
This is Japan.
Stranger than heaven. Black streets walking on the edge of the night. Senses sharp as the edge of a knife.
1915, that's World War I.
Just what are we trying so hard to protect? 歌を食い物にして蒼天堀の帝王なんて呼ばれてそれでできた居場所ってのも俺の欲しかったもんなんだ
World War II. It's crazy how many chapters this game has. 1965.
What's your story? Just a poem for the Yakuza. Some things never change.
親分よろしくお願いいたします
Obsessing over one man's death. That's no way to live a life.
I know but I can't just live it alone
If I don't settle this, my life can't ever begin. Nice to know you're not scared.
What's a man gotta do for a little peace and quiet? Dive through the silence where the memories burn.
Remember my promise, yeah?
Men come and go with you, leave for prayer. A secret ain't buried the presence in the past. Rumors rise slow, but the truth is fast. Under my death, some names still burn. Don't read between the lines, close your eyes and observe the answer.
弱気前やさんした
Soundtrack is amazing.
You know, we could always just make our own country. It's the only choice we got. Our only way forward is to make a place for ourselves. That settles it, Makoto. If this country won't accept us, we'll carve out our own right from underneath it.
Looks like Sotenbori. Combat all looks amazing.
Come on, join the fun. It's our homecoming after all.
So long, America! This is my home, and nothing's gonna change that!
Stranger than heaven.
Coming this winter. Yeah, so they don't want to release this game right alongside GTA 6. So it's actually better that they wait. The reason they're not pushing out in the fall is any game coming out around the time of GTA 6, even if it's like a shooter like Call of Duty, is suicide. I think actually Call of Duty is actually going to get pushed back either a month or a month early because of GTA 6. So that's probably the reason. But yeah, the game looks really good. Graphics are absolutely amazing. I'm really curious how they're going to handle the chapters, and basically because there's so many different chapters in this game, let's go through all of them here. Let's see the years that they have. So the first chapter that they had is they had, and it's and not only are the chapters in different times, but they're in different locations as well. So you have Kokura here, and what I'm wondering about is can you like go back and like replay these areas and do these areas as much as you want, or is it just the story is just going to keep advancing and advancing? That's what I'm curious. Is this going to be like the Yakuza style theme of games where you go through the storyline, but there is other sub stories and other side activities that you do, or is this going to be more like the Mafia like storyline where it's just going to be one big storyline? It's going to be going endlessly. It looks to me like it's going to be like a Mafia like storyline. That's what it looks like to me. Like it's just going to keep going and going. It's just it's going to be one big thing. So there's not going to be it doesn't look like there's going to be side stuff to me. I could be wrong on that, but that's just my analysis from the trailer. I don't know that much more about the game. But that is my concern is you have a lot of these different chapters. You have 1915, 1929, 1943, 1951, and 1965. So how long is each chapter going to be? That's what I'm curious about. And also you're gonna have multiple cities, so this is gonna be a massive game. This might be RGG's biggest game ever that they've ever made. They're definitely going to make references to the World Wars, by the way. In World War One, Japan was actually involved in World War One. A lot of people don't know that. Japan didn't fight in the European theater. They fought in the Asian theater. Japan actually sent troops to actually capture German colonies in Asia. So Japan did actually engage the German Navy in World War One. They were an ally in World War One. And we got 1929, too. This looks like Sotenbori to me. Yeah, he even says King of Sotenbori. This is the chapter that I am the most interested in. I'm the most interested in 1943. This is World War II, and this is after the Battle of Midway. So Japan lost the Battle of Midway in 1942. The war is starting to go bad for Japan at this point. Japan isn't completely defeated yet. They're still a very formidable foe, but at this point, a lot of the Japanese leadership is starting to realize that the war is not going in their favor, that it's not going good for them. So I wonder how they're going to portray this time. I'm the most curious about this time. That's what I'm really interested in, and I wonder if we will see any Japanese soldiers around the cities and stuff like this, Imperial Japanese troops. That's what I'm excited for to see that part of the game. I'm a very big history guy, so that's that. And then we got 1951, and I will say Japan's recovery is probably one of the most impressive, recoveries that any country has ever made in history. That, a country that had, been destroyed in World War II lost 2 cities, and within just a few decades, they managed to rebuild, becoming complete economic giant. So Japan's recovery is extremely impressive. This is Kamurocho right here. Yep. So this is yeah. This is the Yakuza 1, Yakuza Kiwami 1, 0, and 2 map. And combat looks really good. It looks like they're following the Kiwami 2's engine on this. I actually like the combat in Kiwami 2. It was my favorite one in the series. So okay, so we got mini games. We got them. There are going to be side activities here. I just wonder how much of it. Are we gonna have like tons of sub stories like in the other Yakuza games? Uh, I wonder what the deal with the train is, because the train is glowing when it's passing by. Is it some kind of QTE or what it is? And I was reading a little bit about the story in this game, and I read that the main character that you play is Makoto, that he is he's a Japanese American, and he stows away aboard a ship from San Francisco and comes to Japan. And so one thing, because he's from America, one thing that I do like is I like that the main character seems to have an American accent, and there is transitions. There's parts in if you notice in this trailer, where he's actually speaking English in this trailer, but then there's other parts where he's speaking Japanese. So I do like that. I hope that that's an actual thing in the game, where it's not just one language where it's just the entire game is just English or the entire game is Japanese. I would like to see a mixture of both, where at the start of the game he's speaking a bit of English to people, and then later as we go through the story he speaks much more Japanese. And I wonder if that's the reason why people did not want to talk to him a lot, because they saw him as like a foreigner because he had like an American accent. So I wonder about that. You see like this part here. Yeah, so he's getting like harassed by locals. They don't want to talk to him. They spitting at him. They don't like him. It could be because of that. There is one other thing that I did notice in this trailer here. Yeah, so they have the impressive cast of characters. Like they have Snoop Dogg here. Snoop Dogg's probably the biggest one here that we recognize. I don't recognize a lot of the other actors though. I don't. Snoop Dogg is the one that I recognize, but I know there's a lot of famous Japanese actors in this game. And that's the main character. I can tell him as he gets older because you can look at his eyes. He has blue eyes, so that's this is definitely the main guy. And one other thing that I noticed here, it was a small detail, but it was something that I noticed in the trailer. Yeah, the city looks really good. Graphics amazing. Yeah, this all looks really good. Is this I wonder if this is Kamurocho, if this is actually the area where the arcade is. I wonder if this is that building. It kind of has that theme. If this is the square, I wonder. So we get a winter chapter. I love it when we have winter chapters in game. So we're gonna have a winter chapter. This is definitely Sotenbori here. Yeah, 100%. And I wonder when, because the final chapter of the game is 1965. So I wonder if you're gonna be able to go back to all the cities in modern day, like in the different time periods. Or I shouldn't say modern day, it's 1965. So I wonder if you're able to like go back to all the cities, or if you're just stuck in Kamurocho once it gets to 1965. But yeah, this looks like their biggest game ever that they've ever made, is this one. And it definitely looks like he's killing people. Kiryu doesn't kill people. So I wonder if you're actually killing these guys, because in the Yakuza games, there's a lot of like heat actions where you're pretty much killed them. Like you stab them with a sword, or you shoot them. So it's pretty much that they're dead. But the game doesn't really count them as dead. It just counts them as unconscious. So I wonder if you're actually killing people in this game. Okay, this part right here. This looks to me like an American Jeep. I could be wrong on that, but it looks like an American Jeep. And then this guy right here, this guy is some kind of military officer. So yeah, he's punching him. You can see this guy is some kind of military officer. I don't know if this is the 1943 chapter or if this is the 1951 chapter. It's either one of them. So that's one thing I noticed. I'm a little bit of a history guy. So I wonder what this is all about. I can't exactly tell what kind of uniform that is. That might be That might be Imperial Japanese Navy. It looks to me like it is, the colors and everything. So I'm not a complete expert in the uniforms, but it doesn't seem to me like an American one. But let me know what you think down below. Yeah, so I will definitely do a playthrough of this game, guys. And here, right here, the English part. Hang on, wait. Yeah.
Hey, Japan! Come on, join the fun. It's our homecoming after all.
So long, America! This is my home, and nothing's gonna change that!
So about that, I do like that I read that he's an orphan, that he had a Japanese mother and I think an American father. So correct me if I'm wrong. This is just what I read a little bit about it. If I get any details wrong, I'm sorry about that. I noticed that he has blue eyes, which is something that they keep zooming in on throughout the trailer. I guess that's to basically show that that's him. As he gets older, but I don't think that blue eyes are common in Japan. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think that they are. I think that blue eyes are just something that's more common in Central Asia and Europe. It's not really as common in Japan. So that could mean that he has an American father and a Japanese mother. But I do like I do like how they switched to English in a lot of the sections in the game there, because he's young, he's from America, he just arrived in Japan, but then he's gonna speak a lot more Japanese as you get through the game. I think that's him also. Again with the blue eyes, I think that might be him there. He also arrived with his best friend, so that's going to be a huge part of the story.
Stranger than heaven.
Yeah, okay, so I'm definitely looking forward to this game. I'll definitely play it, and I gotta play through some more of the Yakuza games before I get to it. So the last one I finished was Kiwami 2. I gotta still do the Majima Saga, which I will be doing, and Yakuza 3, and I want to do 4 also, at least before Stranger Than Heaven comes out. So I gotta still play a lot of the Yakuza games, but I'm up to Kiwami 2. That's what I finished recently. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys liked my reaction, liked my little breakdown there. If you enjoyed this video, do drop a like. I hope I don't get a copyright claim from this song. But thank you for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, guys.